Hi guys, welcome back to the UK and Ireland tour. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have two huge games for you. We are at home against Slavia Prague in the Champions League, and we follow it up with our cup final against Kilmarnock. A little bit of other news. The board has noticed our good financial stature. We are now up to 40% retained transfer revenue. We've managed to finally get them to up it. But then not only that, they said we're going to up your transfer budget. So at the time, we've already confirmed one or two deals ready for January, and we hadn't got any budget left, and they've just given us £30 million to spend. I was very surprised by it, but nonetheless, I'm quite pleased. We've already got one or two players confirmed that are leaving as well, and obviously we'll go into that when it comes to the actual transfer window going forward. We are waiting on work permits for some new signings as well, but fingers crossed everything will go to plan, and we're on the verge of potentially beating Chelsea to a signing as well, which would be a fantastic statement of intent. But here we go. We've got two big games. Obviously, the cup final is the big one. Going into this game against Slavia Prague, I personally earmarked this one as the game out of all of them that we could possibly win. We have managed to win one. It was against Monaco. Um, but going into this, I'm not really sure whether we're going to be capable or not. I'm hoping we are, but I'm not certain. And I've got to play it a little bit carefully here because obviously we need a strong team for that cup final as well. But we're just going to have to go all out and see how we do. You'll notice Diamande is there on the wide left hand side. That is because Montano is out injured for 2 to 4 weeks. Morrison is also suspended for today's game. So there's one or two opportunities lurking for other players. Phillips finally coming back into goal. He's struggling a little bit fitness wise, but he has had an injury as well. Um, so Ewing has been deputising for him in goal, and he's not done too bad. Recent form has been very, very good. We dropped points against Rangers, but it did finish one apiece. Other than that, we have continued our fantastic run of form. And hopefully, we can get a good result here today in the Champions League. Obviously, any money that we can gain from the Champions League would be fantastic. If we can get a win today, it's £2.5 million into the bank. Yes, in the context of everything, it's probably not a lot of money, but every little helps, as they say. Diamandi knocking it in, and Ron was there with the header, and it's just wide of the post. And positive start from us. Opening quarter of an hour, very even game. Not really a lot going on in terms of attacking play, but we are edging the play so far. We just need to take some of our chances. Santa Maria, again, still a little bit frustrating in relation to his form, but luckily we are getting goals from all over the pitch, and quite a few players are mucking in with goals here and there as well. So we're not looking too bad from a general perspective. And in relation to the league table, we're very close to the top. We've got a game in hand over Celtic, which if we win, we'll only be 2 points behind them. So it's very, very close at the moment. And hopefully we can just continue doing what we're doing. And hopefully we can bring that good form into this European game. It's a game that we're very much the better side at the moment, but we haven't got that goal to make it show. Vasquez just trying to win possession back, and he's done well that time. He's got Santa Maria ahead of him. He went offside, but Vasquez continues his run, and the strike is over and wide. So it remains 0-0. But looking at the performance, I mean, Slavia Prague just with the one attempt at goal, it was off target. We've had 8 attempts so far, 3 shots on target. XG very much in our favour. Possession quite even, to be fair, but we've got an opportunity here. Can we find a way to get ahead in this game? Diamande is struggling fitness-wise, so we're going to get Nathan Summers on that wide left. Vasquez is struggling now as well. Brad Gunn can come on in that attacking midfield role. And Chico Gueye we're going to take off as well. He's been really struggling recently, fitness-wise. We're going to get Dylan Levitt on in that central midfield. And hopefully the fresh legs will help. Varlam with a delivery toward that far post. Phillips comfortably making that claim. Lave is struggling fitness-wise now as well. Unfortunately, we're playing games every 2 to 3 days. And it's really taken its toll on the side. The international break, we rested everybody from training. And Santa Maria trying to get in on that, but Vulshek comfortably dealing with it and finding goalkeeper Stanek, who launched it forward looking for Chisel, and Stankovic did really well to win that header. Oscar into Radar, and now Peck Poor pass from him. Vargas picks up on it, finds Santa Maria, needs support, finds it in Summers on the left, plays it forward. Brad Gunn is in behind. Brad Gunn has scored. I didn't really see when he made his run. He looked offside to me. Certainly when he received possession, he looked offside. Did he manage to stay on initially? I don't think he did. No, so it remains 0-0, but that's a good little bit of play that we had there. And again, we're just going to pause momentarily. Labe's got to come off. Max Johnston is going to come on that right midfield role. And I mean, Santa Maria's been shocking again today. Stretton Graf is going to come on for him. And again, it's just been really frustrating with Santa Maria. He's scoring penalties for fun, incidentally. That's the one thing he is doing. But the rest of it, he just can't seem to get right at the moment. We're going to go attacking for the last 10 minutes. We're going to demand more. And Valum here with a corner. Plays it in. And can we get it clear? I mean, it's bundling about in the penalty area. Sijani with 2 bites at the cherry there for Slavia Prague. And Phillips somehow keeping it out. Can we find a way to get a winner very late on in this game? We're going to go very attacking for the last few minutes. It's not going to do anything, I don't think. We have a corner. Dylan Levitt to take. Swings it into that far post. Stankovic was there. So was Rawdon. No one challenged for it. It's come for Graf into the penalty area. What a goal by Stretton Graf. The last seconds of this match, and we have taken the lead against Slavia Prague. It was a great delivery in from Levitt, but Stankovic and Rawdon, neither of them challenged for the header. But Stretton Graf just picked it up, cut into the penalty area, and it's a lovely finish past Stanek. The very last second, 92 minutes have been played, and he converts. And that is a fantastic way to finish this match. Thoroughly deserved, I might add. Looking at the match stats there, we thoroughly deserved the 3 points, and we have got them a last-minute winner from Stretton Graf, who is very much becoming a bit of a favourite of mine as well. And he's starting to get into my mind ahead of Santa Maria. But that is a huge 3 points from our point of view. Goal difference wise, we're shot. We've had too many big defeats, as you can imagine. So in terms of goal difference, that's why we're still very close to the bottom. But we are within touching distance. If we can somehow find a result in our remaining Champions League games, we could very much get something done. Um, Looking at our actual schedule, I mean, you can see our form there. We did lose against Stuttgart in the Champions League, but other than that, we have had some very good results. We've got Arsenal and Real San Sebastian left in the Champions League. San Sebastian, I'm not too sure how good they are, but obviously we know Arsenal. It could be a heavy one for us, that one, to be fair. But the key one is coming up next. The Viaplay Cup final is the cup that we won last season. Can we retain that title? Fingers crossed. Here it comes. Okay, guys, here we go. We are against Kilmarnock in the Viaplay Cup final. We know what's at stake here. A chance to retain the cup that we won last year. There is going to be an element of rotation to the side. I want to try and keep the side as strong as possible, but obviously there are some players that are going to be quite tired after the previous game in the Champions League. But we are going to go all out today. Strettengraf will start up front with Vasquez in behind, Laban Diamandi out wide. Vargas is going in central midfield with Levitt and Morrison partnering in the holding roles. Welsh, Boulay and Rawdon, and Phillips in goal. Obviously, there's a number of players loan listed. Montano's still out injured. So a little bit makeshift. We're rotating the positions a bit. Gueye's been struggling fitness-wise recently, as has Dior. But so they take their places on the bench with the opportunity, of course, to come on and maybe make that key difference. Kilmarnock are also in very good form at the moment. They're sat in 5th place, I think, in the league. They've done some very, very good stuff. The likes of Stankovic in their holding midfield has been a very good player for them, I've noticed. Incidentally, though, I noticed that Johnson is not in their squad at all. He's been a very key player for them. He scored a lot of goals for them recently. So that is a big miss for them. So that could be a good bonus for us. Let's keep everything crossed. Let's get out there and try and get the job done today and bring a trophy back to Hibernian for the first time this season. Here is Welsh into Morrison. Plenty of space to turn there for him. Into Labe. Into Vasquez now. Cuts inside. Chance to play it out wide. Diamandi can't get there. Fadiga intercepts. Charging forward for Kilmarnock is Fadiga into the penalty area. Lays it across. And McKinstry with the effort. And it hit, I think, Welsh. And we've gotten away with one there. And now Vata, with the resulting corner, launches it toward that far post. We do manage to just about get it clear. Salcido into Raksaki, and now McKinstry into Vata. And there was a foul there, but there was a free kick given previously. He was offside. So not the best of starts from our point of view. We need to pick up the pace a little bit here. Vasquez has been chopped down there, and Raksaki has had a rush of blood for Kilmarnock, and he has been sent off here in the cup final, and that could really turn the tide from our point of view. This is a huge opportunity. Lawrence has gone off for Arriaga for Kilmarnock. They're down to 10 men. We have a big chance today now. Here's Vasquez into Graf. Goes into the penalty area, beats the defender and scores. And Srettengraf's 8th goal of the season has given us the advantage here in the cup final. That red card's potentially just ruined what could have been a very close game. I'm not going to count my chickens, obviously, but at the same time, we should be very much winning this comfortably now because of that early red card. And it's nice because we feel that we can win this quite comfortably now. But at the same time, it's a cup final. We want it to be competitive. So from that perspective, a little bit disappointing, but we need to still go out there and get the job done. Labe here into Vasquez, back to Labe. Going down this right-hand side, plays it back into Vasquez. And there is Graf again. And Vasquez with 2 assists for Srettengraf. And at 2-0, just before the half-hour mark, Vasquez certainly settling into that shadow striker role for sure. He's not scored too many goals from the position, which I'm a little bit surprised at, but he is still very much a creative force there. And Srettengraf, 2 very comfortable finishes for him. And his fantastic start for the club continues. He's not too far. I think he's only 2 or 3 goals behind Santa Maria now. Despite how bad a season Santa Maria's had, he's still scored 11 goals in all competitions this season. But Srettengraf is definitely turning into a bit of a hero at the early part of this season. Labe here with a corner toward that far post. Welsh is there with the header, and Welsh is there with the third, just seconds before half time. And we are going to be winning the Viaplay Cup as we did last year. And I don't care what cup it is. If we can get a trophy back to this football club, it is a great achievement. And we are very much on our way to doing so. Excellent performance from the lads. We're going to drop some praise for sure. Doing brilliantly. Keep going. And we will drop some extra praise in there as well. This has been a very good performance. Labe here with a corner. Swings it in again toward that far post, and it's in there again. And I think this time it was Rawdon who won the header, and off the bottom of the post and wide. And with half an hour to go, I mean, to be fair, I'm debating resting a few players here. Here's Vargas swinging it into the penalty area. Morrison was there at the far post. Rawdon is there. It's come for Graf on the volley, and Bergstrom watched it very well and made a good catch. And I think we will, at that point, make some changes. Jalali Levy is going to come off. We'll get Max Johnston on for him. Srettengraf, excellent performance. Will potentially, I think we'll bring Santa Maria on just to give him a little bit of game time. Or do we wait and see if we can get him the hat trick? I think we'll wait actually for him. Brad Gunn can come on for Vasquez for sure. Just having a look at the younger options that we've got on the bench because we're certainly looking comfortable now. Dylan Levitt can come off and we'll get Summers on actually for a bit of game time in there. Zwain can come on for Diamande on that left-hand side. And for now, I think we'll just leave it at that. Give the rotation players a bit of game time in a cup final when we're comfortably ahead. Can't think of a better way of doing it, to be honest. Here is Phillips into Welsh. Substitutions yet to take place at the minute. Here is Labe. Into Welsh again. Good direct running from him today. Levitt into Vargas, and now Vasquez with the effort, and Vasquez with the goal. It's 4-0. There's a hint of offside about it, so I'm not too sure if it's going to go through or not. But it should be a goal, and it is. It's 4-0 now, just after the hour mark. And the substitutions, obviously, will now go through, and they're definitely being made at the right time. Vargas with the assist for Vasquez, who's had a great game today. 2 goals and an assist. 2 assists and a goal for him. And a very, very simple cup final for us in the end, courtesy of that red card. And a couple of our centre backs there in Welsh and Ron just struggling fitness wise now as well. But I'm not too concerned about that really now. It's going to be a case of whether we bring off, I think it'll probably be Vargas in central midfield just to rest him a little bit. And Johnston now come down this right side into Gunn. Good run from Gunn, and Arriaga has clattered into him. And this could be a second yellow for Arriaga and a second red card of the day for Kilmarnock. And it's going from bad to worse for them. 2 red cards for Kilmarnock in this cup final. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it, to be quite honest. We'll bring on Gueye for the last 10 minutes or so, and that will do us. That will definitely do us. They're down to 9 men. I mean, they've just completely lost their discipline, and it's unfortunate, really, because like I say, it's taken the sting out of the cup final. But we've still gone out there and done the job, and we are going to win the Viaplay Cup for the 2nd year in a row, courtesy of those red cards, really. I think it would have been a much closer game. Could we have come out on top at the end? Yes, potentially we would have, because I fear that we are probably the better side anyway. But still, it is what it is. It's a really good result for us. We have won the Viaplay Cup for the 2nd year in a row. There is the trophy lift, and that is job done for today. And we have plenty to look forward to going into the rest of the season. We're still reasonably close where the league's concerned as well. So nothing's like set in stone with it at the moment. Celtic actually drew away at Wraith Rovers, so we've got 2 games in hand. If we win them both, we will go top of the league. So it's very, very close at the moment. Rangers within touching distance as well, but we've got 2 games in hand over them too. So it could be very, very close in the end. After the slow start we made, we've had a really good run of form, and we very much have potential to get things done here. And yep, there's the confirmation. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. And our great form continues. We have done extremely well today, and hopefully we can build on it. So going forward, really too sure how we're going to do it for the next episode. I think, to be honest, there's a lot to get through in January anyway. We'll come back for the 2 Champions League games. So we'll have Arsenal away. Well, to be fair, we could miss the Arsenal game because I think we all know what the result will be there. We've got Celtic at home, so that could be a huge game there. And then Real San Sebastian at home, and then we'll have a transfer roundup afterwards. I'm assuming the transfer window will finish before that game against Aberdeen, but we are doing all our business at the moment, so we shouldn't have too much going on at that point anyway. But we're looking at the end of January for the next episode, get a lot of games under the belt, and hopefully we can continue to build our momentum. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.